will you do with the moments that you have left?
Great American Rugby. Rugby is life and life is great. I'm excited to share an opportunity to partner with Great American Rugby and help grow rugby in the U.S. Sponsoring Great American Rugby gives your brand exposure to a passionate rugby community, whether through logo placements, social media promotions, product giveaways, or brand collaborations. We can find the right fit for you. Here at Great American Rugby, we know that all businesses are different, so we're open to negotiating sponsorship budgets or alternative compensation that works for both of us. If you're interested, please fill out the sponsorship interest form. It'll only take a few minutes, and I'll personally reach out to discuss the next steps. Let's build something that benefits your brand while growing rugby. Thank you for your support. Let's grow rugby together. Rugby is life, and life is great. Be great.
How y'all doing? My name is RC. I'm the CEO of a clothing line by the name of WAGDOD. WAGDOD stands for We're All Gonna Die One Day. So live life to the fullest. It's an anti-depression brand I started because in my earlier teenage years, I was gonna kill myself. So I wanted to start a group of people I wish existed when I needed them. So WAGDOD has a lot of different components. We do a lot of different things. Everything from clothing, obviously that was our first one, gaming, community service. We participate in a lot of events, and we just go out and every day, honestly, we just meet as many people as we can and try to change their viewpoint on life from negative to positive. One of the most common misconceptions that I always receive about the brand lies directly within the name. What I want you to understand was that at that point in time when I originally created this slogan, I was going through such a crazy mental episode that I really came to terms with the fact that we're all gonna die. And what I wanted people to receive from this message was that, yeah, we're all gonna die one day, but live life to the fullest, because as far as we know in this life and existence, we only have one turn, one try to get this right. So live it and live it to the fullest.
You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. Beneath the pale moonlight, where we're dancing slow, I hear whispers of love. Your eyes, they sparkle like stars in the sky. In this moment with you, time just seems to pass by. In the quiet of the night, in a world so still, our hearts beat as one. In this love we fulfill. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. With every beat of my heart, I'm drawing closer to you. And through the seasons of time, our love will stand true. So trust me, don't fear me. Baby, please hear me. There's nobody else for me but you. Our love is never ending, it's only just beginning. And I can't wait to start with you. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. honey man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Max Dollars here with another episode of That's All I'm Saying. I am accompanied by let's say a familiar face. It was a family member nowadays, Hosae Jackson. Welcome back to the show, Mr. Jackson.
What's happening?
Let me get this thing together. Hold on, man. Come on, man. Hold on.
Trying to steal our shine.
Hey, Hosae Jackson. Welcome to the show, fella. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your neighborhood hoop hero, Max Dallas. Baby. Before we get started, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Stillwear Athletic Brand, the Great American Rugby, Wag Dog, and obviously, Abasi still the #1 honey man. And we're going to get this show started. Now, everybody watching on TV, on the internet, I want y'all to see this one thing. Got the king on me. I got the king on me. You know why? Because all y'all haters in my comments still talking trash like y'all listen, LeBron is the GOAT. Y'all can't stop this, bro. He's better than Jordan. From the jump, from the rooter to the tutor. From the rooter to the tutor. The man started better and he gonna finish better. That's it. You got something to say, Jose?
Look, man.
Why do you take Jordan's number?
Because he was influenced by Jordan's
number. Yeah.
No, that doesn't mean anything. Everybody's influenced by somebody.
I said it once before, I'll say it again. There is no GOAT. There is no greatest of all time. Not Jordan, not LeBron, not Russell, not Kareem, not whoever. There is no GOAT.
Until the game ends, I agree. There's got to be somebody leading the charge, though. And at this particular time, LeBron is the leader.
Sure, in this era. We can say in this era. All I'm saying. That's fine. You know, him and Steph, you know, in this era.
Listen, hold on. I don't understand why Steph gets all this love. I don't understand. For what? Hold on.
Okay.
Let me break it down.
Let's break it down.
During the regular season, Steph is amazing.
Yeah.
Great. James Harden numbers almost. They're equal. Playoff Steph he's a regular guy. First championship, he did not lead nothing. He was a regular pedestrian.
Led the team in points and assists, but all right.
Championship, what did he do?
Led the team in points and assists.
Nah.
26 and 7.
All those points he got was towards the.
Don't matter.
You know what I'm about to say. You know, it was dull times. But it's cool, though. He was learning. I'm not knocking him for learning because everybody has to get to the championship and learn. LeBron got to championship and lost. He learned.
A few times. 19 points a game versus Dallas. Let's not forget that.
That is true. He lost to a superior.
I think I can go get 19 a game against Dallas.
Superior team, though. Superior team.
Dallas was superior?
Team. That's the goal. Not player. Team.
Dallas?
Team.
We talking about Bosh?
We're talking.
Wade?
We're talking. I understand that, but chemistry matters.
Hey man, listen.
Their chemistry wasn't there.
In their own words, not one, not two, not three, not four. Smoked by Dallas.
But who believes that?
Jason Kidd, 45. Jason Kidd was 45 years old.
Who believes that, though?
Jason Terry put the tattoo on his arm before the series.
Manifestation.
Jason Terry was 63 years old.
Jason Terry was getting revenge.
Yeah.
He was mad. All I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. The team chemistry matters. Dallas jailed at that particular time. Who they go through? They went through L.A., beat Kobe. They went through who else? Who else they go through? They beat Kobe. They beat
what was that? 2011.
Did they beat the Celtics?
No. They beat the Lakers. They beat Memphis. I'll look it up.
I had the stat. They beat legit teams. I think the Spurs.
They beat the Lakers. They beat Portland.
They
beat Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City,
KD got that smoke, and then the Heat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All those teams they played against helped them gel more.
Yeah.
LeBron and the Heat with Wade and Bosh had a little friction because nobody knew who the man was.
They knew. They knew.
It was Wade. I know. That's why they lost.
So by your own words, Wade was the man
At that particular time because LeBron, see, you almost called him Jordan because they about one and the same. LeBron came to the team, and we both know if you come to a new team and you're good at your old team, you don't necessarily become the man at the new team until the ranks is given to you.
Unless you're held as one of the GOATs.
At that particular
LeBron
time, he was not.
Nah, he was up
He
there.
was not held as no GOAT. He ain't win nothing.
I don't know.
He ain't win nothing. He was empty 0 championships. Wade had one.
I don't know. I put it like this. I believe that if a team like that's assembled, you got 3 of the top 5 picks in the draft, 6 picks in the draft on one team in their prime. No matter what Dallas did to jail, you got to beat that team. LeBron and them, they have to beat that team. It's the same. I'll use today's example. OKC has probably been the best team in the league pretty much all year from start to finish. I don't care what Indiana has done. That team's supposed to win. OKC's supposed to finish this out based on the players they have, all the number 1 picks they acquired throughout the years, trading Paul Pierce. Shoot, now I can't even think his name. Playoff P that never win playoff games, trading him, getting the number 1 picks back, getting all these picks, acquiring all this talent, Chet Holmgren, Jay Will, all these players. You got to do it. You have to finish it off. It's no excuses at this point.
It's chemistry, though. Chemistry matters.
Yeah, but players matter, too. I think players matter more when certain players matter more. You got the MVP on your team, OKC, get it done. I don't care about your chemistry. Because as far as chemistry is concerned, Indiana is jailed like crazy. They didn't want to come back down 25, came back and win. Got the Knicks up out of there. R.I.P. my Knicks. They jailed. They got that chemistry, but I don't care. Players matter. Players win games.
But let me ask you this, though. Mm-hmm. How many times have you seen an all-white basketball team and an all-black basketball team play against each other? And the all-white basketball team beat the all-black basketball team?
I mean, I think that was on, like, Glory Road or something.
It happens a lot. It's because of chemistry. It ain't because of it ain't athleticism. It ain't because of the one player.
What we talking about?
I'm talking about teams.
Because we don't see that in the league, but
not in the league, but college, high school.
But it's different. Them players different. I know the perception is that.
It's not.
Hey,
if everybody's on the same level, right? Not athleticism. I'm just saying skill wise. If we're all D1, we're all high school, we're all that level, and I'm running my plays better than you. My team chemistry is better. My confidence is higher. It's going to beat you every time because if you're not together, you're going to break.
And that's hit or miss because I've been a Duke fan for a long time. And we just now, like Kyrie era, just started getting black players for real. Like we've been like Grant Hill was
weren't
a little
they winning?
They were. They was also getting smacked by North Carolina too, who had all the gangsters. Were they not?
50-50.
No, North Carolina. Yeah, 50-50 though. So it's a toss up.
It's a toss up
because North Carolina, when they had Rashard McCants, Sean May, all them cats, man, they was punching us in our mouth.
That is true.
And,
that is true.
We had JJ out there, and JJ was hooping.
JJ was doing his thing.
John Shire was hooping. They was doing their thing.
When y'all had Jay Williams, Carlos Boozer, what was y'all was winning.
So it's hit or miss.
I'm just saying, it's chemistry.
Hey,
UCLA flex wins every time.
Dogs win the fight.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I guess.
But I get your point. I do get your point.
Playoff Steph Curry. Let's circle back to that.
Okay, playoff Steph Curry.
27, 6-5.
The first time.
That's total.
No.
55 games in the playoffs, 27, 6-5.
Because the last playoff series, he went crazy. That's when he was mature and good. The first playoff series, he was decent. He was the face of the team.
Let's see if we can break it down.
But he did not lead that team to the victory. He was actually playing poor and horrible.
Nah. What was that?
Stats don't matter.
They do matter.
No, they don't. They don't tell the whole story.
2014?
2015, ain't it?
2014-15, 28-7.
The stats is lying.
The stats is right here.
No, the stats look good. But if you watch the game, he was not scoring in clutch. He was not putting the ball in clutch play. He wasn't.
Who was then? You better not say Iguodala, because I'll fight you.
Listen, all I'm saying is that Warriors team had a whole bunch of 12 players of top 10 players from the picks. Iggy is a franchise player.
He got shown that he wasn't that guy.
But
he changed his game.
He was given franchise. Bogut was given a franchise.
But come on now.
What?
Yeah, but that's after. But by the time they got to Golden State, they weren't that no more.
It don't matter.
It
You're
do
mentally
matter.
though.
You
Mentally,
have to readjust your game.
I was a franchise player.
But you had to readjust your game at a
Don't
certain
matter.
point.
I can turn it on at any time.
Nah,
At
Bogut after he broke his arm in half, he wasn't the same. Iggy, after they figured out, hey, this dude can't shoot, he wasn't the same. Because remember, he didn't just come straight to Golden State. He had 2 or 3, maybe like 2 stops before Golden State.
He didn't want to play for Memphis
He was halfway out the league.
because
Low key.
he's a vet.
He halfway out the league before he got there.
That's when the
Sean
league-
Livingston, his knee was broken half. He wasn't the same.
He was a franchise player
He was
though.
supposed to be. He never got to it though because he broke his knee in his rookie year, sophomore season. So he never got to that. So they had players that knew how to play basketball. Like, don't get me wrong. Again, you need dogs to fight. But by the time they got there, they weren't that. Nobody knew who Draymond was yet. Clay was still,
Baby
we don't
Clay.
know.
Yeah,
Baby
yeah.
Clay. You know, so that team really, out of the last like maybe 20 seasons, that first Warriors team,
Was a real team.
that's a real team. That Dallas team was a real team. And I'll probably go with the Denver Nuggets that just won recently.
Okay.
Oh, I have to give credit to Giannis and them because Giannis got it out the mud too.
He did.
He got out the mud. So those 4 teams, like,
yeah.
wasn't no super team, wasn't no,
Yeah.
KD didn't come, LeBron didn't team up, wasn't none of that other stuff. It was just draft players, bring in some high quality, free agents,
Yeah.
and get it out the mud.
That's true.
So
that is true.
I respect those.
I respect those more as well. That's why I'm telling you,
Yeah.
the chemistry worked. Dallas had a great chemistry more than Miami. It doesn't matter if you got the top player in the league. If we're running circles around you the whole time, you can't stop us because you're trying to figure out who gonna take the shot.
So, okay, let's do this then. Chemistry.
Uh-huh.
Utah Jazz. Is there a team that had better chemistry than them? The pick and roll, probably the most unstoppable play in the league at that time.
You talking about in the 90s?
In the 90s.
Yeah, okay.
Jordan smacked him.
He had a triangle offense, unbeatable, unstoppable.
Jordan smacked him. We talking chemistry, right?
They both had
That
chemistry.
Jazz
though.
chemistry was crazy. Stockton Malone.
But Jordan had the best team in the league.
Stockton. So was Miami not the best team in the league, statistically
no,
speaking?
no.
No.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm asking you a
Was
question.
Miami not, statistically speaking, the best team in the league before they ran up into Dallas?
I can answer that with one thing.
Yeah.
Jordan's team was 71-10, right? 71-11,
71-9,
70, something like
a
that.
lot of wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which equated to the greatest team ever assembled.
Regular season, yeah.
Yes. So whatever the Jazz did is not equivalent to that.
I don't know.
So
That
chemistry
pick and
is
roll-
on both sides.
That pick and roll was crazy.
I would say the chemistry of the Bulls was
Unstoppable.
higher than the chemistry of the Jazz.
Flu game, all that.
I have 3-headed monster. You have a 2-headed monster.
Who did?
Jazz had a 2-headed monster. You can't say
was the-
Brian Russell. You only say Stockton and Malone.
Who was the 3 on the Bulls?
Jordan, Pippen,
Okay.
Rodman.
Robin.
He's a monster.
He counts as a 3-headed monster?
Of course. He's a defensive player of the year.
Okay, defense, yeah. But on offense, he's irrelevant.
I never said on offense.
Well,
I said a
offense,
3-headed
you
monster.
gotta score the ball.
I said he could score if he wanted to.
So I mean,
He's 6'7" with a 40-inch vert. Crazy wind. You just said the other time Steph is remarkable for his wind.
right.
So is Rodman.
But he ain't putting the ball in the hole though.
He ain't have to. He averaging a double-double. 20 and 20.
20 and 20 what?
Rodman, 20 rebounds, 20.
20 what? Fouls? Nut kicks? What?
Okay, 20 rebounds.
All right, yeah.
20 rebounds, 5
Okay.
points. But
That don't count as the third
he's
head
a
on
Hall
the
of Famer.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I
Name
don't-
third Hall of Famer on the Jazz.
I don't know if I count that though.
So then you can't count Draymond as any importance then.
I'm not gonna say any. His rebounds are important,
So is-
but I mean, that might be another conversation. I don't even know. Is Draymond a Hall of Famer?
Fuck no. Fuck, I answer that now. Hell no, he no. He's only a Hall of Famer because he's associated with Stephen Clay. He's associated with a winning organization. He had to make himself relevant because they were outshining him. So what he started doing? Acting irrational, stumping on people, hitting people with balls. I'm telling you, after that, The Last Dance, he saw that they looked very familiar to the Bulls. Who did he remind himself as? Dennis Rodman. So he attached himself to
They look
Dennis
familiar to the
Rodman.
Bulls. Who's Jordan on that team?
I guess Steph.
Yeah,
Gotta
right.
be.
Just
for them,
yeah,
for
okay.
that purpose.
Yeah,
because
that's
somebody
fine.
has to be 1, 2, and 3.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But that
Just
don't
got to put
mean-
that out there.
I'm agree with you. He's Jordan on the team.
Okay.
But Draymond, only way he can stay relevant is to become an iconic figure. He can't score. He can't really rebound like that. His defense ain't locking shit up.
Oh wow, no, come on now.
Name one person he locked up.
Hey,
We'll
I
get
can
back
name
to
a
it.
few. I can name a
Who?
few. Draymond be
Who?
If Draymond, he ugly. His jump shot look like he wear a backpack. But if it's one thing he can do, dude can play some defense.
Bruh.
He plays great positional defense. He has a super high IQ. He plays great defense without fouling. Good physical playoff defense without fouling. Outside of kicking folks in the nuts, that's few and far between.
Okay.
But outside of that, Draymond is a superb defensive player.
I doubt it.
Superb.
He don't-
gives Joker fits, undersized, gives him fits. Draymond just said it on the podcast not too long ago. He's only lost 2 matchups in the playoffs. Like his individual matchups, he's lost 2 of them. Pascal Siakam gave him the blues in that Toronto series when KD tore his ACL or his Achilles. Gave him the blues. The other one was just here with Julius Randle.
Yeah, he just said that.
He just said that.
But let me tell you-
outside of that, Draymond don't lose defensive
You're
battles.
going to take his word for it.
No, I've been watching.
Man,
I've been watching. He don't lose defensive battles.
the man ain't stopping nothing because for one, ain't no top player or forward nowadays. So who he gonna stop? He ain't stop LeBron.
But that's the beauty of Draymond, though. It don't have to be a forward. He can sit down on small forwards. He's played guards. He'll play centers. Draymond literally can play 1 through 5. Defense on 1 through 5. Literally can play 1 through 5. Which was why when Cleveland came back from the 3-1, what was the most pivotal game?
Well, game 5?
The game when Draymond got thrown out.
That's his fault.
That one was questionable. However, I will say, when you have a track record of doing certain things, all right, I'm not blaming the refs. I'm just saying to state the fact that Draymond, when he got put out that game, that was the most pivotal game because Golden State was going to win that game.
Momentum shifts at any moment.
That was the momentum shift.
I understand that.
That was the momentum shift.
It's his fault that he can't control his anger.
Won't
But
disagree.
he is not a defensive stopper. If he was such a great defensive stopper, he would have more defensive player of the years.
He's in the runnings every year. He could have won it this year at 35.
I say that about LeBron. And we say, oh, no. LeBron should win MVP every year.
He can be in the runnings.
Draymond should not win MVP of Defensive Player of the Year every year.
Hey, he's up
Rudy
in there.
Gobert got 4 of them hoes.
And which is crazy, ain't it? Because he can't even guard in the fourth quarter.
That lets
subbing
you
him out.
know he ain't doing nothing.
No, that lets you know that it's political. It's
So
political. They don't want to give Draymond that.
Who's rooting for Rudy? Thank you.
The league was in Utah, small market team. He down there in Utah. We got to show them some love. He getting all these block shots and rebounds. We got to show him some love. Never mind, we got to sub him out in the fourth quarter because we can't play him.
Don't they sub Steph out in the fourth quarter so he don't
Absolutely
play?
not.
Yes, they do.
No, they do not.
He don't play defense in the fourth.
He do.
He go out.
No, that's not true. That is not true.
Are you serious?
Very serious.
No.
The only way they would do that is if it's a very specified situation. But other than that, Steph playing the last minutes in the fourth quarter every single time.
They don't
Every
want that.
time.
They don't want that ISO on Steph.
Steph cool. He good. Now, listen. Steph, the only thing that stops Steph from being a great defensive player is his size. Steph plays incredible positional defense. He moves his feet. He contests without fouling. He plays great positional defense. The only thing that stops him is his size. Again, going back to the 3-1, if you look back at the games, what Cleveland did is they forced the switch for Steph to LeBron. So Steph was guarding JR. LeBron was being guarded by Draymond, Clay, Iggy, whoever. They would force that right. They would force that switch and let LeBron go downhill. Positionally, Steph is there. LeBron's just 6'8", 240. It's only so much one can do when you're 6'3", 185.
I agree.
I
agree, but let me poke a hole into that. Earl Boykins, great defensive player, locking shit up. It don't matter if you was tall.
Getting ran over if in the
Muggsy Bogues. Nobody was running these two players over.
Solid. Put him in the post is barbecue chicken.
He's slapping it down.
No, he's not. Mike Muggsy, yeah, bring him here.
You crazy.
Bring him here.
You crazy. You can pull up any Click
Barbecue
right
chicken.
now. Any flick right now. Click of Muggsy Bogues playing defense
Muggsy
in the
Bogues.
post. He locking shit up.
Muggsy Bogues was incredible. I got nothing bad to say about Muggsy Bogues, but come on now. Come on now. Earl Boykins, incredible. I got nothing.
Locking
Mitty was
shit
crazy.
Up. Locking shit up.
Nah, not locking up at all.
Steph ain't locking nothing up. And that's
nah.
no disrespect to y'all's GOAT. I fuck with Steph 100%. But he ain't locking shit up.
Hey, positionally, the only thing
You
that
keep saying
stops
this
him.
positional defense.
Yeah.
What about one-on-one?
What about it? How many times is anybody really playing true one-on-one in any higher level leagues?
I got a highlight of Kyrie doing it to Steph for the game.
From 35 feet out?
Was it 35?
Yeah.
It was
Step back, tough shot.
It wasn't.
Made a tough shot.
Was it a 3 or was it a 2?
It was a 3.
Ooh.
Tough shot.
Was it a tough? I don't know.
Tough,
It looked like
yeah.
it went nothing but net.
Sidestep, tough shot, bang, hit it. When you drive that ball, guess what's happening? Help here, help there, help there.
That's true.
Ain't nobody playing one-on-one defense
They playing one-on-one on fast breaks.
unless you. I mean, it's a fast break.
I'm saying
you gotta play the position at the fast break.
Position. Would you say position?
Positional defense.
Positional defense.
Yeah, stop the ball, get to the rim,
Barbecue
and find the
chicken.
ball. That's what I tell my fourth graders. In that fast break,
Yeah.
you get to the rim, stop the rim first, because we don't give up layups.
Okay.
And then we bring defense comes out. Force a jump
I
shot.
agree. I agree.
You know,
I
that's
agree
that's
with
just IQ basketball.
I agree with you. So let's say this, right? The first 4 championships that Steph has, was he a key figure on the team
Absolutely.
in the regular season or in the playoffs?
All of the above.
All the above.
All the above.
Okay. So then why did he not get
MVP?
MVP?
They
all-
smoked him out of that first one. Okay,
Yeah.
he should have won MVP over Iggy. Iggy was giving up 35 a game, bro. Like I understand.
Who's gonna stop LeBron?
I understand the perception of he made it tough on LeBron. His shooting. LeBron was averaging 35 a game. Steph was averaging 28 and 7.
Yeah.
27 and 7. He should have won the most valuable player for Golden State.
Or
They smoked him out of
LeBron. Or
that.
LeBron should have got it.
No, he didn't. Where's the value when you lose? Where's the value when you lose?
But
if you score 100 points a game
That means
and
you're
you
the
still lose, where's that value?
But that's not. It's not about value. It's
It
about
is.
being the best player.
Most valuable player.
Yeah, of course.
So where's the value if you lose?
I'm valuable to my
If you
team.
lose by 1 or you lose by 100, it's still a loss.
So
there's
winning,
no value
winning,
in losing.
Winning is the end all be all.
Yeah, for that award, absolutely.
For
There's no value in
So
losing.
why don't they
in
put
losing.
winning in it? Why don't they say most valuable player who wins?
It's implied.
It's
most
not
valuable player to your team's success. There is no success in losing. I don't care. Again, you can lose by half a point. You can lose by 1,000,000 points. At the end of the day, it's a loss.
It is
There's
a loss.
no value in that.
But it's not your fault if you score 100 points.
Don't matter. There's no value in that.
My team's not playing defense.
Don't matter. There's no value in losses. Then score 101.
You're funny.
That's it. Score 102 then. Remember the
honey,
commercial
there's no love.
with Kanye and Kobe?
Yeah.
And Kobe was like, "Be great." How great do you want me to be? More great. What does that even mean, Kobe Bryant? Yeah, if you want to win, if 35 wasn't enough, score 45. If that wasn't enough, score 55. Then what did LeBron come back and do?
Score
Down
40.
3-1?
40,
Bet.
40 every time.
Every time. That most valuable, right?
I mean, he deserved it. Only one to do
Absolutely.
it.
But so did Steph in that first chip. He
Okay.
deserved it.
Okay.
It's arguable the next two with KD because it was arguable. Steph had some really good games, but KD also had some really high shooting percentage games. So I don't have no argument with KD
It
winning
could have
those
been
two.
Cole.
And then it could have been Cole, but again, I ain't got no argument. Then he won the last one. So that's 2 out of 4 in my opinion.
Well, the last one, really, he was the guy.
That was
No team he's been on has he really just been the guy.
I will say this. To see Steph's match, because I'm a Steph. Let me say this. I got to clear the air real quick because y'all
They
killing
think you're
me.
a LeBron fan.
They think I'm a LeBron. Y'all killing me on the interwebs right now. Y'all think I'm a LeBron fan. I am not a LeBron fan. I'm a basketball fan. So I have the luxury of being honest of what I see with basketball. If LeBron is good at something, I'm going to give dude his credit. All right? But I'm not a LeBron fan. But I have been watching Steph since Davidson.
Yeah.
So to see, him a 7th round pick, the draft
7th round pick.
I'm sorry. 7th pick, first round. My apologies.
You good.
I got it wrong, y'all. All right. Dang. 7th pick, first round. But, everybody expected him to be his brother, really. Spot up shooter, maybe play for a few teams, wasn't athletic, wasn't fast enough, handle was a little loose.
Yeah.
Nobody expected this. So to see, and I will agree with you, like that first championship, way too many turnovers, still loose with the ball, still he was a dog, but like he wasn't like pit bull.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He wasn't that yet. He wasn't like USA basketball Steph that we just saw.
Yeah.
It wasn't there. Like, he was still
Developing.
I tell my son, because my son is the hugest Steph Curry fan all the time, I tell him that Steph Curry, he still played basketball the right way.
Yeah.
And you, like, I've seen you play. I know that you hoop. So you understand when you're the man on the team, sometimes you don't have the luxury of playing the right way.
Right.
Sometimes you don't have the luxury of passing out of the double team or making the right. Sometimes you just got to say, double team coming, okay, too bad. Sometimes that's just what you got to do when you're the man.
Yeah.
Steph didn't have that in him that first chip.
No.
Second chip and third, he had the luxury of having KD with him. So it was just like they could alternate. You got to pick your poison. You going to double KD or you going to double Steph? Oh, you go double KD? Cool. Then wide open. That fourth chip, though?
It's all him.
That was all him.
I respect that one.
That was all him.
But I will say he played the Celtics.
They hadn't learned yet.
They hadn't learned.
They hadn't learned. But Jaylen Brown learned to shut up, though.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah, you can't talk.
You can't talk.
Because Steph, I ain't gonna lie, Steph is that guy.
Yeah.
If I had to rank him, I can't put him over LeBron though. I can't.
And that's fair. I get that. That's fair.
He
LeBron
had to learn.
rebound. Yeah.
LeBron is
I
just.
get it.
I just say this, like, the man has been doing it since 18.
Yeah.
Been the man, no question. You know what I'm saying? So a person that came in and there's always a little question mark behind his name. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. A little engine that could. And then finally he gets to that top of the mountain. All of a sudden everybody talking about he the GOAT. Fuck no. He just got to the mountain. He just got there.
You know what I think it is though? Why so many people still hate on LeBron? And again, I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm a basketball fan. But every year we see the next Jordan. We see Vince Carter. He was supposed to be the next Jordan.
Thanks.
Ray Allen was supposed to be the next guy. Who else? Throughout history, since 97, 98 or whatever, whenever Jordan retired, the next dude was supposed to be the next this.
Right.
LeBron had all this hype. I remember seeing his game on ESPN. He had all this hype through the roof, and he lived up to it. Say what you want, hate his game, hate his hairline, hate his shoes, hate whatever, but say what you want. He lived up to that hype.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, do we have 6 championships? No. But he got 4 of them things. And 4 finals MVPs. And he earned them.
Yeah.
That Cleveland coming back 3-1.
Tough.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's very tough. So we have to give him his credit, don't we? You don't have to like him. He don't play defense. All right, fine. He can't shoot threes. Okay, great. But at the end of the day, 50,000 points total
is remarkable.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I could play 2K for 10 years straight and not hit 50,000.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
So just give him his credit is all I'm saying.
And you know what, sir? Because I know it's not easy. I know everybody on the net thinks you're a LeBron fan, I know you're not. But I appreciate you riding. I appreciate you riding because LeBron is the only one to have open arms from every franchise that says, come here and play with us and give us a championship. No other franchise is doing that to nobody else. And if they do, they don't expect a championship.
Shoot, Giannis do.
Who?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Where he gonna go?
That's
Lakers.
Anywhere he wants to.
Lakers.
To go save LeBron's legacy?
Of course.
Hey.
Of course. Because greatness travels.
Giannis,
it finds help.
You better hope Golden State don't get him.
I saw that.
Because if Steph get number 5 before LeBron get 5,
It's going to be tough.
It ain't no tough.
Huh.
What Kenny Smith say? It's over.
hey, listen, if Giannis goes there, I'm putting an asterisk on every championship they get.
Hey.
Because it ain't his team no more. They're going to be passing it to Giannis. Him, Jimmy Butler, and Giannis? Are you serious?
Like they be passing to Luka?
But Luka ain't Giannis, though. Luka ain't win no championship. Did he? I ain't see Luka win a championship. He got to the championship and got smacked.
Look, so now I showed LeBron love. However, now we got to we got to flip the coin now.
Okay, what's up? What you got?
If any other superstar in the history of the game played with as many superstars as LeBron Bartholomew James played with, I just made that up, and only got 4 chips, well, they'd be crucified.
He's crucified now.
But if Mike played with, who was the Dominique Wilkins and Scottie Pippen, let's just say he got Scottie, Dominique, and Mike, and they only got 4 chips, get him out of here. If Steph got to play with, and let's be clear about who Klay Thompson is. Klay Thompson is a superb shooter, one of the greatest ever.
Watch your
but
mouth.
he's never been considered one of the best players in the league.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So he's never been on D. Wade level.
Facts.
He's never been on Kyrie level,
Facts.
Anthony Davis level, Luka level. Never.
Facts.
If Steph had Anthony Davis, come on, bro. We don't even need to add a third.
Let's not
Steph
add
with Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis ain't that impressive, bro. Let's pick somebody else. Because I can poke holes in Anthony Davis. He ain't going to make it the whole season.
Hey,
he ain't reliable.
We just need him for them last few weeks.
He's not reliable. And he's going to be playing the center position. You know he ain't like that. Because Draymond the 4.
Hey, listen, no, Anthony Davis is like that. When he's healthy, he's like that.
He's not.
Nonetheless, my point is,
okay,
if Steph, if even like Kobe, because Kobe has Shaq, so that's some help.
That's
there.
a lot. That's 2 people.
That's right. Kobe had Pau Gasol. I don't know where we rank Pau Gasol.
Ron Artest, Lamar Odom. Come on now.
Lamar Odom.
Whoa. The left-hand legend?
Man.
Are you serious?
God. Legend.
He's unstoppable.
You know who Lamar Odom is? This circles back. Lamar Odom is who Michael Beasley is.
No.
He's all aura. He's all, he was so cold in the parks, this, that, and the other. And was he a solid pro? Yes. But come on, man. Lamar Odom wasn't the guy. He was never the best at his position.
And in the Clippers, he was.
No, he was in a good system with the Clippers, a good young team. Him, Coutinho.
Yeah. Darius Miles. Yeah.
They had a couple other. Who else was down there? They had a couple other players. Sean was down there. They were young and they had ascension aspirations, but they never ascended because Darius Miles got hurt. I think Coutinho got traded. They blew up. They was young. They was high.
Yeah, they was having a good time.
They was having a good time. But come on, Lamar is a great talent. He was really skillful for his size. But man, come on, man.
You crazy.
Come on.
So you're saying that Lamar Odom was not a factor for the Lakers?
I didn't say he wasn't a factor. Like, that's different. That's like saying Rick Fox wasn't a factor. No, he was a factor, but he was never that guy. He was never.
You can look it up. Lamar Odom stats, because you're a stats guy.
Let's do it.
Lamar Odom stats in those playoffs, buckets.
If he averaged more than 16, I'll be surprised.
He might be at 16.
That's buckets.
He's the third option.
Nah, PU.
Third option.
Oh, you don't even want to see this, big dog.
11
lie
points.
to you.
11.
I ain't gonna. 13 points, 8 rebounds a game.
Solid.
Man, that's
Paul Gasol. What we have?
Oh, Paul was.
Thank you. You only gotta look it up. Kobe, what he had? 20-something, 30.
Kobe probably around 28, 29, something
Paul's
like that.
probably
Paul
around 20.
23.
So the next person under that is Lamar and Ron Artest.
But I'm saying, what are we saying right now?
All I'm saying is that Lamar Odom was a factor.
Okay.
A major factor.
Leandro Barbosa was a factor. He was a factor in the
Blur?
Yeah, he was a factor in the Warriors championship. Absolutely.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about when he was with the Suns.
No. I'm saying the Warriors system.
Yeah. But you can't compare.
But we're not bringing him up in this conversation
because he's not a Lamar Odom.
He's definitely a Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom was picked what number in the draft?
Don't matter.
It
I don't
does
care about
matter.
what you're
That
picked.
matters,
that
bro.
doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. It's all confidence. It's ego.
No, it's about what have you done for me lately.
I'm picked second in the draft.
What does
Come
that
fuck
mean?
with me.
So Johnny Flynn was picked over Steph.
Johnny Flynn's not in the league.
Precisely.
But
Ricky
he had
Rubio
a
great career.
Hold on, Johnny
At
Flynn had a
home.
better career at Syracuse than Steph had at Davidson.
Hell no.
Are you serious?
Come on, man.
Household name. Nobody knew who Steph was until he made the shot. Are you serious?
What, the shot or the shots?
The
Plural.
shot in the Sweet 16.
To take them.
Yes.
To take who?
Whatever.
No. To take what team?
Davidson.
To who?
To the Sweet 16.
I'll give you $20 right now. Where's Davidson?
In North Carolina.
Yeah, all right.
I know that. But he ain't good enough to go to Syracuse.
They thought he wouldn't.
He wasn't. If he was, he would have went. Come on, bro. He had his father.
You telling me?
He was not. You're looking at Steph now.
That's fine.
Then he was not good enough.
What I just say?
He was not good enough
what
to go
I
to
just
Syracuse.
say though? What have you done for me lately? So yes, I'm looking at Steph now.
So you can't compare the two. Johnny Flynn was a way better player.
Johnny Flynn had a great career.
Thank you.
Great career.
Way better player than Steph back in the day.
No, Steph proved that by taking Davidson. How far did
Syracuse go that year? I don't know.
How far did Johnny Flynn take them?
He had Devendorf on his team.
Yeah.
Was
Akeem on there?
Akeem,
Akeem Ward?
yes. They might have went to the Final Four.
What was Steph drafted?
Was it 09? 09. Johnny Flynn went number 7 to Minnesota.
6. He went 6 to Minnesota.
To be a franchise point guard. He just didn't pan out. Don't mean that he was not a better player than Steph. He just went to the wrong franchise.
Nah. Yeah, you're right. It don't mean he was a better player than Steph. He wasn't.
He just went to the wrong franchise.
Nah, he went to the franchise with a blank slate where you do what you want to. Minnesota stinks. You can do what you want to, and he couldn't do what he wanted to.
You're right.
That's crazy. That's wild business. Like I said, Ricky Rubio got drafted before him. I think. Didn't Minnesota draft him too?
Yeah.
They drafted 2 point guards. And Ricky Rubio had a solid NBA career.
Yeah.
Not great, not terrible. Solid. I remember seeing him on the Slam magazines when he was a kid with the, advertising. He was like the first like NIL type cat.
For sure.
Because he was overseas, so he could do that.
Yeah.
But he had a solid career, but nah, neither one of them.
Now, yeah, of course.
Even then, though, what Steph did in college
was not that impressive. Are you serious?
Serious?
Chemistry goes back to chemistry.
Name me 2 other players off Davidson.
I can't.
Name me one.
I can't.
Coach, name me another player since on Davidson.
I can't. That's the same thing you say about LeBron, though.
No, it's not. I can name you players that LeBron played with from high school.
Because they're in the league. All I'm saying is that one player can change everything. You're saying this. One player can change everything.
Steph did, yeah.
He changed the trajectory of Davidson. They haven't went nowhere since.
Yeah.
I understand this. Mm-hmm. That does not mean he was good enough to go to Syracuse. Just because, okay.
I think it proves that he was.
No. Because who else did well in the tournament? What's his name that went to Portland with Dame and then went to
Portland. From Cincinnati.
Light skinned dude that went to Portland with Dame and then now he is in New Orleans right now.
CJ
McCollum,
mm-hmm.
right? Great.
Where'd he go?
Winthrop or something like that.
Yeah, he went to
something crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the league, he's decent.
In college, he was decent.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
But he wasn't good enough to go to Syracuse.
But I think he was. I think he was. Because here's the thing.
Dame ain't go to Syracuse. Look at Dame now.
Yeah, Weber State, whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing is, those players weren't quantified enough yet. But when they got on the court with those same cats, I remember one of my good friends that I played high school with. He played at Iowa. Anthony Booker. Shout out Booker. And I remember they played Kansas or Kentucky. They played one of the Blue Bloods in the tournament, and they had a dude on their team. Oh, what's his name? He got picked up by Houston. Nonetheless, nobody knew who he was at that point. When he got out there on the court, he showed you he belonged right with them cats. He was giving them buckets, and he was saying, I'm supposed to be here. I'm the best player. It's on Iowa.
Yeah.
I wish I could think his name. He was scared to fly.
Weiss.
Royce White.
Yeah.
Royce was that dude.
He was.
Nobody knew him prior to that. But then when he got up there on that stage with those players, he showed I belong here.
But what school did he play for? Iowa.
Iowa, not a blue blood. When he going up against Cat, against
that's a high level D1 though. Steph Davidson's not a high level D1.
But the point is still the same. When they get up against those cats, they show up the same way Steph, when he was playing UCLA, when he was playing all those huge schools that overlooked him, that he wasn't good enough for, and he's dropping 35 on their head, letting you know, oh, I'm good enough to play here. Y'all just messed up.
System.
Nah, ain't no system. The system was get the ball to Steph and get the hell out the way.
He running Rover the whole time. Rover,
get the light-skinned boy the ball and get out the way.
Listen, man, I'm just saying. He wasn't. If he was, he coulda, he shoulda. But he didn't.
Hey, sometimes our paths are our paths, right?
Understood.
Let me ask you.
No, don't put me in this.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. You played at Jackson State.
This is fine.
Absolute fantastic player.
I appreciate that.
Could you have gone someplace else?
Of course.
All right, then.
Come on, bro.
But sometimes the opportunity is the opportunity.
I understood.
You know, sometimes, you know, there's money involved, legal money, like scholarship money, because, you know, we don't partake in that.
Nah, you can't take money on the table back then. Now, put it on the table.
Put it on the table.
I need that.
I need to see
I need
dollars
all
early.
that.
But, sometimes the situation is what it is.
It is. But
Yeah.
they all had played one-on-one in the combine. They showed who they were.
One-on-one don't matter.
What?
One-on-one don't matter.
You're killing me. All I'm saying is that coaches assess. They have people that watch and assess. If Steph was really better than all of them, he would have got drafted before them.
One-on-one don't matter.
Was Jordan better than Lynn Bias?
Don't know. One-on-one?
The answer
Maybe
is
not.
no. That's why Lynn Bias was picked before Jordan. All I'm saying, there's a reason why you're picked last and not first.
Nah.
What you show after that is who you are.
I think sometimes players do a better job of fitting in where they belong.
If you get to where you belong.
Well, using Draymond as an example.
If he went to any other team, he would be out the league. Go ahead and finish your statement.
maybe not. But what Draymond had to do, and where I give Draymond credit, and I'll be honest with you, I actually don't like Draymond at all. I think I think that if he kept his mouth shut, him, Steph, KD, and probably Clay would still be winning chips.
Mm-hmm.
I think if he kept his mouth shut and his feet on the ground, they would have won that 3-1, and Steph would have had 5 by now at least.
Yeah.
I think Draymond has done a lot more harm than anybody gives credit to. But the one thing I will give Draymond is that at Michigan State, I think Draymond was like 16 a game. Like he was legit scoring the basketball, shooting the midi, facilitating, doing all that stuff. And he got to the league and he realized, I can't score with these cats. I can't do this at a high level. So he said, what can I do to see the floor? That's when he honed in on the defensive end. That's when he found his niche in the NBA to be like, hey, I can't do this, but I see this team needs this, so I can do that. And I think we have to give credit to Draymond and his IQ to say that sometimes you got to flip the script and identify what that team needs to get on the floor. A lot of our young kids don't do that. They think that I've been a scorer since 6th grade, that I'm going to be a scorer forever. Don't always work like that. Sometimes you got to find yourself a way to get on the court.
You are absolutely correct. I saw the same interview. I understood what he said. The reason why he said this is because what they tell you growing up, if you have smart people around you growing up, they say you have to be an effective player on the court. If you're not scoring, you got to play defense.
Gotta figure something out.
Only way you can be on the court is by playing defense, getting rebounds. That's the only way you can really play. Because if you're not the guy, you have to show yourself as being valuable. And how you be valuable, you play defense, you get rebounds, and you play within the offense. Yeah. This is all that Draymond did. I agree with you 100%. He's still trash. He's still a trash player. He found a way. And he is calling himself, just like LeBron called himself the GOAT, he's calling himself the greatest defensive player of all time.
It's arguable.
You almost made me shit on myself.
I think it's arguable.
It's not. A defensive player gets multiple defensive player of the years because everybody counts awards all of a sudden, and he's locking shit up. Draymond's not locking nothing up just because he said on an interview only 2 people got the best of me, and it was Pascal in Toronto, and then just now with who he say got him Julius Randle. You gonna say Julius Randle? Yes, he bust your ass, but everybody bust your ass, Draymond.
No, bro, I highly disagree.
Bro, the Rockets guy, the guy from the Rockets when they played the Rockets the first round, the center,
Sengun,
yes, busting his ass.
Couple good games.
That's busting your ass though, just because you don't.
Then he figured him out.
He did not. He did not figure him out. They just didn't have no offensive players.
I thought he was busting.
He was.
But then what happened in that last game?
He was not the man though. Jalen Green's the man.
No, if you win in your matchup and you trust the matchup, you go to the matchup, right?
But you always defer to what's normal. You can live at a high.
Jalen Green was done. After that one game, he was out of there. Fred VanVleet looked like Fred Van Curry. He was hooping. He was having a great series.
He was.
If Sengun was really that guy in that series, down the stretch, feed Sengun. He's winning his matchup, ain't he?
He was. He just missed a couple of layups. If you watch the game, why? It wasn't because of Draymond. Draymond wasn't even in the vicinity.
NBA cats don't miss layups for no reason.
He was. He might have been had some money in his pocket or something because he was
had
missing
Draymond
bunnies.
in his pocket. That's what it was.
Draymond ain't putting fear in nobody's heart. I'm telling you.
Sengun.
They're more scared of his reaction than his defense.
Sengun had a picture of Draymond on his wall that series. After them 2 games, he was done.
The reason why Draymond said only 2 people bust his ass because he don't want nobody else to think that nobody else is busting his ass. Hey, but every team he plays against, they busting his ass.
I got the Google pulled up of the greatest defensive players of all time. Draymond Ugly Green sitting right there.
What number?
Right in there. It's no numbers. It's just a list of players. You got Bill Russell, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, Deke, KG, Draymond, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Sidney Moncrief, Tony Allen, first team defense.
Tony Allen, yes. Proven. Tim
Dog on the
Duncan,
perimeter.
proven. KG,
The difference
proven.
on this list, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 that can legit say they can play defense 1 through 5. I just want to point out real quick for everybody that was knocking me on social media for putting saying LeBron plays good defense. He's on the list too. I didn't make the list. It's a Google list, but LeBron's on the list. All right, so just take that for what it is.
Compound interest, baby.
Don't beat me up. Just beat up Google or whoever. But it's only 4, maybe 5 players on this list that can legit play 1 through 5, and Draymond's one of them. I'm just saying, Rudy Gobert is on the list. We see what happens when in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he gets torched.
Switch.
Yes, he gets torched.
Switch,
They take him out.
ISO.
But Draymond ain't. Listen, if everybody watching this, somebody make a highlight tape of Draymond's defensive prowess. If he's really that good, we got film of him locking him up, locking people up.
Hey, internet, do your job.
I need that because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't see him. I don't see him locking nobody up. All I see is people putting numbers on his head. Just like you said, couple games.
Internet.
Couple games.
Do your thing, internet. I'm telling you, they're going to come through on this one. I promise they are.
He's not locking nobody up, bro. He's not that good. If he played for another team, listen, greatness travels. It don't matter what team you play for. If Draymond played for a different team in a different system, he would not be this guy.
I don't know.
I know this for a fact.
I don't know. I think it all depends.
How tall is he?
6.
Thank you.
I don't even want to say it.
Thank
the
you.
kid's going. He's about 6 and a half.
5.
All right, that's fine.
That's fine. 6'5".
How tall is Charles Barkley?
But Charles Barkley had a vert though.
Yeah.
And he was solid.
And played no defense.
It don't matter.
Yeah, you're right.
He was that guy.
15 rebounds, 24-15.
Draymond ain't doing none of that. He ain't
doing
athletic.
his job, though.
No.
He's doing his job.
The NBA is a bunch of stars and role players, right?
He mastered his role.
Everybody wants to be a star, so you come in trying to be a star.
Yeah.
If Draymond went to another team, he would have tried to be a star. He would have tried to score. He would have tried to do all this shit, and he would have failed because it's not in his package.
That's fine.
He would have then been out the league.
If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
I'm drunk as hell right now.
But he, 15 years in?
Because he played for the Warriors.
That's
if he
fine.
never left, oh my God.
Mastered his craft. Mastered his craft.
What craft was that?
Playing defense, being an agitator.
That's a craft.
And finding Steph. Absolutely, that's a craft.
Steph. That's the number one thing he did.
That's fine. That's a smart man.
He's Troy Aikman of the NBA.
That's fine. Troy Aikman in the hall.
Emmitt Smith. Who else he throw it to?
Mike
Irvin. Dion, come over here.
But at the end of the day, Troy in the hall.
So is Draymond.
He might be.
Because of.
That's
asterisk.
Fine. And put a few asterisks. Don't matter. Sign me up.
Can't do it, man. I don't believe it.
But look, I had a question. This kind of off topic, but kind of on topic a little bit. And I think this would be a great clip, to ask the people. Because the internet, like, y'all on the internet, y'all are super smart. Y'all know way more than all of us. Anyway, sports parents, sports dads specifically. So I hooped a little bit in my day.
This is true.
I never played college basketball. Not because I don't think I was capable enough, but I think that at that time in my life, who I thought I was a little greater than who I actually was. I didn't know how to train. I didn't know how to develop. I didn't know how to do all of that. So I didn't play. I'm well into my 30s now. It's all good. But I got a son now, and he hoops. And we train and we go to the gym. So my question is this. Where is the line between training your kid to be great, showing them the work that it takes to get to that next level, and living through your kid? Trying to have your kid reach the things that you never reached. Like, where do we draw that line? Do we just because my kid, he's 10. He loves the game. He's passionate about going to the gym. He does all of that stuff. But I struggle with it sometimes. Like, man, he's 10, bro. Like, he got time, but also
he ain't got time.
He ain't got time because it's competitive out there. There's some 10, 11, 9, 10, 11-year-olds that are really good at this stuff already.
Yeah.
So I just want to put it out there to you and put to the people, like, what do you think? Where do you draw that line of allowing your kid to just be a kid and have fun, which he does. I don't beat him up or nothing like that. Versus really showing him that it takes hard work, it takes commitment, it takes dedication to reach that next level. So that's an open-ended question. I'm not saying I have the answer, but I like to hear from the people since y'all know everything else.
Yeah, it's a good question. I would say this. I would say the line is blurred. Only because you have a vision for your son.
Right.
Your son don't have a vision for himself.
That's true.
So you're going to put him in position to fit the vision that you have for him.
That's very true.
Now, if he has the ability to get to that level, you will automatically live through him. You can't help it.
Can't help it.
You can't help it. It's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when he gets to that level and you're living through him, hey, it's gravy.
That's fair.
But before he gets there, you got to break him. He got to understand that this is not,
It's hard.
It's
It's tough.
hard. It's tough.
And me
You're not
looking
gonna like
back, like I wish that I had somebody to do that for me.
Facts.
My mom was my biggest cheerleader. But she just didn't know.
Facts.
She never played no sports. My dad, he from the hood. Like you want to go train, go outside to the park with the old heads. That's what I did.
Yeah.
But it's different, especially now as we enter the age of YouTube and technology and all this other stuff. Man, these kids, they're training every day.
Yeah.
They got access to stuff. But they have literal access to NBA talent right here on this computer. We never had that.
No.
I just had the old head the drunk at the park that said he used to play, and I believed him.
Yeah.
Like, show me some moves then.
Because that's us now.
That's us. Well, I ain't the drunk at the park.
When
but
we at the park taking, I used to hoop back in the day too, baby.
Right.
What's up? What's up?
Showing the fade away,
Yeah,
all that
exactly.
stuff, But I thought I'd ask that question and kind of see what kind of feedback we get from that one. I think that's a good one.
I got a question too. Who's the GOAT? Who's better than LeBron? The answer is nobody. Fuck y'all. Because the thing about it is the man transcended the game of basketball. And I'll tell you this, before we go, everything's a trend. Everything's a trend, okay? Before there was Jordan, there was Dr. J. Didn't he have a shoe with Converse? Wasn't everybody thinking Dr. J was the greatest? Wasn't he transitioned the ABA to the NBA? Wasn't he that bridge? Yes, he was. And then once he got to a certain age, Jordan came in and he took that bridge and made it the Golden Gate Bridge. Now everybody loves the Golden Gate Bridge more. But now what happened? A young sprout came into the league named LeBron James at 18, wearing number 23 as homage, because we got to show love to the greats. We got to show love to the greats. And this is what he did. He showed love to the greats, but he also showed you motherfuckers that I'm better. And I will show you. For 22 years, he showed he was greater. Now, don't get me wrong. Jumping from team to team is not a natural thing. It's not always natural. Nobody does this. That's why he's special. Because he's the only one in history. The only one in history to be able to jump from team to team and still win. Nobody else is doing that. You can say he's ring chasing. He's not.
Oh, he's ring chasing.
The rings are chasing him because wherever he goes, he wins.
Hey.
Is he not? Is he not?
Ain't they in Cancun or something right now?
Ain't Steph with him?
Yeah, they all on the same boat.
Thank you, because they're old.
Hey, that's fine.
They're old.
Steph don't have Luka though.
Steph has Draymond.
Yeah, hey, in the show.
He has Draymond Green, Defensive Player of the Year. Oh my gosh.
Luka in his prime though.
He's not in his prime. He's fat right now.
Luka in his prime.
He's losing
he's
weight.
Under 30. He's in his prime. He's in the prime of his life.
He's been playing pro since 16.
That's fine.
He's a little worn out.
If Steph had Luka, I promise you, they would be in the finals right now.
This Luka or
Either any of them.
You crazy.
Any Luka.
You crazy.
Any Luka today. If Steph had Luka Doncic, instead, we ain't got to take Jimmy as well. Instead of Jimmy, they'll be in the finals right now.
You crazy.
Right now.
They do play defense.
Right now.
They do play defense. I would say that. Will they be in the finals?
Right now.
Because Steph would have got hurt and then Luka would have took over. That's what you're trying to say. That's what you're trying to say.
Steph would have been there.
He would have been hurt.
He would have had
He
some
would have
help.
pulled a hammy too.
He would have had some offensive help. Because Jimmy pulled fool's gold on us.
He definitely did.
Jimmy was just like, yeah, I'm going to come drop 30 once.
Took the
then
money
I ain't
and
gonna
ran.
shoot no more.
Yeah, he took the money and ran. This is what Jimmy does.
That's
He
what
shows
Jimmy
his
do.
value.
Yeah.
Oh, look, if I would have scored.
That's what we got to talk about next time. Overrated players.
Okay.
Next time. Overrated players. I want your list. I want the list of your top 5 current overrated players and why. And then we're gonna talk about that next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your boy Max Dollars. And I am with my boy Hosae Jackson. We appreciate you coming in. Special shout out to Sarah in the audience. We appreciate you coming through. And if you like, subscribe, follow us on IG, TikTok, and all that other stuff. We're here in St. Louis. My Music, My City. If you want to call in, 515-599-1687 every Thursday between 8 and 9. Call us if you got something to say. And we out. Y'all have a good day.
You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too.